What's up, everybody? Derek here. Hope you dig my new Cloudchord album, Reverence. 10 new acoustic type beats. So today I am going to dig into some creative ways that I use the looper in Ableton Live. This was partially inspired by my friend Anthony, who runs the Seed to Stage YouTube page. And he has a really in-depth 3-part look at the looper. So I was inspired to start an ongoing series of tutorials on how I use the looper in less obvious ways. There's a link to Anthony's tutorials in the comments, and let's get going. Here we go. Okay, so today we're going to focus on what I refer to as one loop per chord. So we've got a 4-measure chord progression, and it's 4 different chords: G minor, E flat major, F major, and G minor. Let's listen to it real quick. Cool, it's got a lot of space in it. So what I'm going to do is scroll over here, and in my live channel, these are my guitar sounds down here in this rack, and I've got a looper named G minor. That's my first chord. So we're going to make a 1-measure loop that's going to be atmospheric in nature to be played under the G minor, the first one. So I've got my quantization of 1 bar, and it records 1 bar and then goes automatically into overdub. And then I have it as always on my input, so you can hear my live guitar even if I'm not recording the looper. So got my metronome on. Here we go. 1, 2, looping, go. All right, so let me turn the metronome off. And so what I can do now is drag this loop in and hear it. So this is basically a rendered wave file of the loop, and I can listen to it in context. Cool, so. See how it creates a dreamy atmosphere in the background? Great, so that's the first one. So now here's the trick. I might want to go back and add things to this loop, make variations. So I'm not going to zero out this looper. What I'm going to do is duplicate it, and then I'm going to title this one E flat. That's my next one. And then I'm simply just going to turn off my first looper. Now I'm going to go to my second one. Has all the same settings, and we're going to do a loop for E flat. So here we go. That's kind of nice, right? So now let's get into some of the tricks that we can use here. I'm going to half my speed, and it'll sound like this. That's kind of cool. I'm actually going to just drag that out because I like that, and that might work for the intro. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to have it here too. So I'd have to put it in complex and turn it down by an octave. Cool. Note to self, might want to keep that. This kind of stuff happens all the time. But really, I'm going to use the speed as a way to get extreme range, like pianistic style range in my loop. So check this out. I'm going to overdub. And on top of it, I'm going to do some high stuff. So you hear that layer that I just did. Now I'm going to put it back and check it out. Cool. Now I'm going to drag that one in, and let's hear how it sounds together with the first loop. maybe needs some finesse, but for the sake of today, let's move on. So I'm going to duplicate that one, turn it off, call this one F, clear it out, and let's do an F loop. Here we go. And how about on this one, we'll use the reverse trick. So we're going to reverse it. And we'll throw it back into regular and it'll sound like this. And then I might use some volume automation or compression to even out that dynamic range, or keep it depending on how it sounds. All right, context. Cool, so you can see some of those cuts are a little rough. So what we do, just make sure they're all into loop mode. And we could do some crossfading on them and kind of finesse it that way. Make it a longer crossfade. That kind of thing. Context. All right, good enough for now. Let's duplicate that F, turn it off, call this one G minor again, clear it. Let's do one more. Here we go. How about I start this one in reverse? Metronome on. Something a little different. Now I'll go down an octave and I'm going to do harmonics so that when I pitch it back up, those harmonics are really high. Let's see how it sounds. Let's get rid of reverse, put it back up. Kind of wild, right? All right, let's drag it in. Let's hear it with the beat and without the metronome. That's cool, right? All right, so to recap, we use the reverse function, we use the speed function. And speed really helped us with getting different ranges. A couple sound design things you could do. Grab an auto filter, cut out your lows, and then we could compress it to the kick drum of this mix. So sidechain it to the mix, and we're going to sidechain to only below 60 hertz. And it's got to be that one. And last but not least, I'd probably throw an auto pan on here. And make it to about a measure and a half or so. Cool, so we're cutting out the lows, got some auto pan, and we got some side chain. Gives it just a little bit more life with the, wandering through our stereo field and also compressing to the kick drum. Say we want to use it at the beginning of the song, so I'm going to put it here like this. And now I'm going to go down here, duplicate my auto filter, switch the curve, and do some auto filter information. So I have to go up here, make sure that my automation arm is on, and I'll use my push to record some automation. Sound like this. Something like that. All right. Thanks for watching. One loop per chord. See you next time. I'm going to do a few of these on Looper. I got a bunch of ideas. Take care.
Thanks for watching my dad's videos. His name's Derek and he makes music as Cloudchord, like his hat.
I'm also a guitarist and Ableton certified trainer. Every Tuesday I upload new videos, so if you learned something, be sure to
like and subscribe. And his hat is really cool.